Days are here, and obviously our opportunity to visit about some things that are going on and visit about our team. And let's say this, going into year 3, I'm really excited not only about our team, but more so about our organization. And our organization understanding what it takes and understanding that the small little details and sweating the small stuff is something that's really important. I think we've done a pretty darn good job of understanding the why we've been successful at times and understanding the why we haven't been successful. And, you know, learning from those things is something that you constantly grow with. So, you know, with that, hope you guys enjoyed the guys that came with us, Tez and Sel and Duke. Just watching those guys grow and seeing who they are and what they're all about. They're really good guys, and hope you enjoyed visiting with them. But with that, we'll open it up to some questions and roll from there.
Thank you, Coach. If you have a question, raise your hand. Again, we ask you to stand, give your name and affiliation. Joseph, Bridget, and Chase will be with you. Coach, we'll start right here in the center, in the third row.
Ross Gounder with the Advocate. Jim, Marquez Ivers is talking about the LSU rivalry and how it's blown up now, and he says to him it's almost bigger than the FSU rivalry. How would you describe what's happened between these two teams and just the rivalry in general over the last 10 months or so?
Well, I think first and foremost, rivalries are what makes college football as awesome as it is. And for us at the University of Florida, here's the great thing. We got a bunch of rivalries. And each week you go out there, you get an opportunity. And so, whether it be them, whether it be FSU, Georgia, Tennessee, you name it, it's one of those deals that's why you come to Florida, playing big ball games and great rivalries.
Coach, we'll go over here to our left in the second row. Bob?
Hey, Coach. Bob Oldberg, Democrat Gazette. What did that belief say or do for you guys? And kind of what's your quarterback situation going into fall camp?
Sure. It's one of those situations where it doesn't matter the position group. We're always looking to add to everything that we do and create competition. And ultimately, it doesn't matter what the profession you're in, but true competition is something that really breeds excellence. And I'm excited about having him in there. We're now up to finally our number in the scholarship count that we want to be in the quarterback room. We've got some real options there, and that's a good thing. And yet, he's a guy that can light up the room with a smile. He's excited to be there and excited to compete, and we're looking forward to seeing what happens this fall.
Okay, let's go to the center section, along this left eye.
Jordan Hill with the Columbus Ledger Inquirer. Just how has Marquez handled the transition from guard to tackle, and just your thoughts on this process?
Yeah, Tez is a natural left tackle. That's what he was coming out. It speaks volumes to his unselfishness that he went in there and played at guard, knowing that we needed that to happen. That first year we got there, just because through some bum luck and some things that had happened, we only had 4 scholarship offensive linemen. So piecing the group together, which we were able to do, and in Tez's case, I think he'll really flourish now. He has that ability to move on the outside.
We'll go to the center section about 5 rows back on the aisle.
Hey, Coach, Zach Sheegan with the Red and Black here. What are your thoughts on possible relocation of the Georgia-Florida game to a home-and-home series rather than play in Jacksonville every year?
I haven't heard anything about that. I think it is what it is. Jacksonville's a great place to play the game. It's something that's kind of become historically, kind of a place to be. You're probably on top of that more than I am. I must have missed that when I was up at my lake cabin in Montana that somebody was talking about it. So.
All right, we'll go in the second row over here.
Yeah, Pat Billy Gaines. Jim, you talked about you like this offensive line. You feel like you're better at receiver than you've been in a long time. You've got a lot of quarterbacks, tight end, running back, defense. Is this your best team of the 3 that you've had at Florida, or is it something you have to just kind of wait and see?
I think time will tell. Each team kind of creates their own identity. And you're never what you were a year ago, and you're never going to be staying the same. You know, one thing I do know is you're either getting better or you're getting worse. You never stay the same. And with these guys, it's a different team. Our strengths are going to be in some different areas that maybe hasn't been a strength since we've been here. And yet, that's not to downplay, you know, like, we've got some good young players that are going to have to grow up awful quickly. So, but with that, you know what? This is a pretty darn good team. And I'm excited to see what they do this fall.
The coach will go over to our left along the side wall.
Mike Bianchi, Orlando Sentinel. Coach, somebody just tweeted out that you said earlier that you know who your starting quarterback's going to be. If that's true, can you shed a little bit more light on it?
Yeah, I don't know how that came out. Who knows? I know we will start a quarterback. I guess. So.
You were at your late place in Montana. Did you pretty much figure it out?
I figured out a lot of stuff at the Lake Place in Montana. Starting quarterback wasn't one of them, Mike. All right.
I will go over here to the right, alongside Donald.
Glenn Gilbert at Louisiana, coach. What led into LSU being named y'all's homecoming opponent? Why not one of the 9 conference opponents that often happen?
You know, here's what I love about this. So I get off the plane, okay, having been gone for a week, and you know, kind of focusing on the future and actually reflecting on the past a little bit, like I do every year when I'm up in Montana. And believe it or not, unlike maybe Coach Saban at Alabama, I have no choice in it. Okay, it's a university choice. So they didn't tell me until I got off the plane and somebody said, "Hey, guess who your homecoming game is?" First I heard about it.
What do you think about it?
Well, you're going to have homecoming, right? Good with whatever game it is. I just know this. I've heard about this, obviously, all day long. The first I heard about it was yesterday. And I'm loving the fact that you think it's news.
We'll go over here on the left alongside the wall.
Coach Matt Michelle from the Orlando Sentinel. Did you by chance reach out to Brian Kelly or anyone at Notre Dame when it came to Malik Zaire, just to kind of get maybe some sort of dossier on him, or what did?
Well, there were people that have been involved in his life that obviously reached out to us. You know, there were some things that had to fall into place before we could even really address it the way it was. But I've heard nothing but great things about him. In fact, part of his letter of recommendation to our graduate school was actually from the president of Notre Dame. That should tell you something about the kid.
Okay, we'll go here in the center section, about 7 rows back.
Coach Phil Bender, Sporting News. Curry and Butch were obviously asked the same question. You've seen them twice, so what does Florida need to do to close that gap with Alabama?
You know, I mean, they've just done an outstanding job. I think closing the gap, as I go back to, I guess, the understanding here that each year is its own. And certain things happen that, you know, you don't have control over. And yet what you hope happens is you've taken care of a lot of the details along the way, that when something comes up, you can still be successful. That's a great thing they've done in that program. And, you know, I don't know the gap itself. You know, I do understand this. They're right now at the top. And, you know, it's up to the rest of us to go get it.
Okay, we'll go back over here to the left, second row. Bob?
Coach, you guys obviously already play Florida State every year. Now you're opening up with Michigan. Did you have any say in scheduling that? What do you think about having that? Is there some motivation from the bowl game, you know?
No, so I'm a believer, you know, we're the University of Florida, and college football fans, I think Gator fans in general, they deserve us to go out and play whoever we can at the best of our ability, no matter where they're from. I think it's really good for college football. that two different conferences are playing each other on opening day. It's something that I agreed to, I wanted to do. It's something moving forward that we're looking to do, you know, in these neutral site games as well, you know, in the future. So I just think it's the way it should be. I don't know. Maybe I'm screwed up, I guess.
All right, we'll go over here to the right, front row.
Kyle Tucker, SEC Country Coach. As someone who hopefully will never experience this, can you tell me what it's like to wake up and realize that you're going to have to answer questions about whether you were nude on top of a shark?
You know, I love the humor in it, all right? And yet, you know what it did actually not only attacked the university, but attacked my family. When you know it's not you, you know, I bust chops with the best of them now. And yet, when it got personal, nobody else?
All right, we'll go to the front here, front row.
Scooter Hobbs, Lake Charles, American President. Having won in Baton Rouge last year, do you feel like Florida really got the best end of that deal now with 2 straight in Gainesville?
You know, I haven't given it. Look, you think I'm not there, I get it. I haven't given it a second thought. You go play the game. You don't know where it is. In fact, growing up, think about when you just went to the ball yard and played. It never mattered where the game was. And that's kind of the attitude that we take. You know, we lost a bunch of revenue in the city of Gainesville by not being able to play that game, and yet at the same time, there wasn't one emergency worker that wasn't down on the coast helping with a devastating event. So, in the big picture, how important was it? You're talking about people's lives now. So, yeah, go play a ball game. That's the way it was.
Coach will go over to the right, alongside the wall.
Zach out with SEC Country. Jim, you, your coaches, your players, you guys find all sources of motivation. I'm sure where we pick you guys to finish in the East is probably not one of those things. But when you go,
where are we picked?
Haven't been decided yet.
Okay, good.
But do you
let me know though, will you?
As a competitor and someone that obviously played the game, do you draw any kind of motivation or your players from where you guys are perceived in the conference?
Well, I think first of all we got to understand that you're very competitive now. Not a very good player, all right? So very competitive. So, but no, it's not something that we really focus on, because the only way you have an opportunity to test yourself and see who you are is to go out there and play. And it doesn't matter at this juncture where we're picked. And how much truly does motivation get you through the hard times? I'm not sure, right? It's the preparation and the attention to detail that you put into it, going into whatever event it is that's going to help you be successful. So, I don't know. Will somebody at least say that we exist? That'd be nice, I guess, right?
We'll go over here to the right side along this near aisle.
Chase Goodbread with NFL.com. Coach, can you shed any light at all on Antonio Callaway's status with the team? And secondly, just strictly on the field with him, how does he compare with some of the best wide receivers you've coached?
Yeah, and he's going through some things right now, and obviously he's been handling it well, so we'll continue to see as that goes. But he's a talented young man, and he's really a good person. He's a guy that, it's fun to watch practice. I've been around some really good players, and I don't want to put them in these categories, but these guys that have been successful, like the guy that I coached at Louisville, Deion Branch, who practiced every day like it was a game. Julio Jones, when he was at Alabama. I mean, practice, I'm talking about as soon as you walk through the gate, man, it was on. Antonio's one of those guys. He just loves to play the game.
All right, we'll go to the back of the center section, back right.
Coach McElwain, Drew DeArmond, ESPN 97.7 Zone Radio in Huntsville, Alabama.
Malik Zaire, I know he's transferred to Florida, and you're going to inject him into the competition at quarterback. You've done a great job of building offenses in your time at Alabama and at Florida, and we have a lot of pocket quarterbacks. With a guy like him with his skill set, what would you do to kind of interject his mobility into your offense?
Well, I think what you do is you build around anybody's strengths, whoever it is. I think when you go back to the days when we had Drew Stanton at Michigan State, very similar to that. I think Drew's still playing if he isn't. I think he might still be hanging on somewhere. So throughout the years, you've had different kind of people, and you build it around whatever that skill set is to help them be successful.
We'll go over here to the left, about 3/4 of the way back.
With WTDA in Tupelo, Mississippi, I know Letterman had an encounter with a bear at his place in Montana. What's the closest encounter you've ever had with a bear at your lake house in Montana?
Well, truth is, it ran through the breezeway of the cabin, and it looked hungry. But I'm not sure who was more scared, us or him, So we got a mountain lion out on the island now that actually kind of worries me a little bit too, but just keep an eye on your pets. That'd be the thing to do.
Other questions for Coach? If you'll raise your hand. Let's call for questions. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.